ain't doing. Me and Brandon back in the day. This how in the 2002. Black girls ain't been nowhere in life.
That's right. Nowhere. Didn't experience anything.
Yeah. If you want to oppress a girl, what I used to do, I take her to a Mexican restaurant.
Yes.
Or I took her to a Mexican restaurant. She ain't know what to order. Oh my God.
Wrong with it.
So watch this, people. Watch this, audience. If Brandon brought home $600 a week as a single man, no kids, and he wasn't tricking with these girls, let's say he could save $150 a week. That's doable, Brandon.
Not now. I mean, but yeah, well, for the example, yes, because I want.
You can do it. You got a roommate. You know, y'all keep your house clean. Y'all.
But let's just say I'm in a nice city. I like to go out sometimes. I like to go out on the weekend, and I like to eat. I like to try new food spots. That's not cheap. I'm not gonna be able to make it.
Brandon, if you don't shut the hell up, talk about that.
Is that what people do? Is that not what people do nowadays?
I thought they used to listen to Kevin Samuel. Kevin Samuel didn't tell you to do that in your young 20s.
People listen to Kevin Samuel and do the opposite because he ain't talking to them no way. He's talking to somebody else. But go ahead.
All right. So if Brandon ate the same food every day like I did to Scatty, and
who is doing that? But
5 days in a row.
Let me ask you this: can you post that on Instagram? Can you post that on Instagram? No.
Well, this one ain't.
They were like, Lewis, what you eating today? You gotta post this. You had, not I ain't gonna say the Cheesecake Factory, but you had Benihana's or what's one of the steak places? What's a nice steak place that people go to? I can't.
Fogo de Chão.
Oh yeah, okay, Fogo de Chão or something like that. You gotta spend $100 to have random meat, just lamb. You got goat, all that kind of fancy stuff. But anyway. That's $100 out of my $600 for a week.
So Brandon just said, hold on.
What's the dad's room number?
It's 113.
Yeah, it's room 113.
That was my mom asking for my dad's room number. All right, so Brandon just explained. We gonna put this in layman terms. Going to a fancy restaurant is like busting a nut. Okay. All right, so he busts one nut at the famous restaurant. What else you got to do, Brandon? Buy some Jordans?
I got to buy some. You got to buy Jordans.
Two nuts. All right. What else you got? Splurge on your girl?
I'm gonna be spending a little bit. Yeah. I got to cash app somebody because you're supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to send. You gotta send girls money, huh?
You got the Dodge Charger V6. That's a three nuts. That's 3 nuts right there.
Right.
Here at the Man of the Metaverse, I'm telling you to cut 2 of them nuts off and save the rest. That's all it is.
Okay, that's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Instead of busting 3 nuts on nonsense, bust one and save $150 a week. Brandon, watch this.
Is it really bad? But I have to keep up. I have to look like I got motion online. Like I gotta look like I'm in the mix. Like I got a lot going on. I can't do that if I'm being cheap. I'm being cheap.
Brandon, get you a nice looking girl. Have your place clean. Make sure she could cook all right. You cook it.
But she come over. She like, this is nice. This is great. But I think we need to hit the town.
Brandon, we from the 80s, Brandon. We ain't do tricking with these girls like this.
We're talking about now. It's different now. So we from the 80s.
we born in the 80s. We ain't doing. Me and Brandon back in the day. This how in the 2002. Black girls ain't been nowhere in life.
That's right. Nowhere. Didn't experience anything.
Yeah. If you want to oppress a girl, what I used to do, I take her to a Mexican restaurant.
Yes.
Or I took her to a Mexican restaurant. She ain't know what to order. Oh my God.
And fancy dining back then was actually Red Lobster. You could take somebody to Red Lobster, and that's a nice little date. Or Olive Garden. Can you do that now? You can't.
Or if you really like her, Brandon, Go to the Japanese restaurant where they cook in front of your face. That's a dinner, a drink, and a show all in one.
Right. And
$35.
Right. Right. But you can't do that. You can't do that now. It's a little different. Do you see people posting Red Lobster? So indifferent said Red Lobster was enough back in the day, and that's true. Our standards are so high now. Like the bare minimum is Red Lobster. You might get cussed out. You take a girl to Red Lobster, and Red Lobster got some good crab meat.
What the guy? What's the rapper name from Memphis?
Yo Gotti,
the short Young Gotti. He said, you know, good or well, y'all on the ground posted loud, but at the house you smoking Reggie. Man, people ain't going home. Man, every time I go to Outback, Red Lobster, black people be up in there. They'd be up in there, and the girls ordering some fruity drinks. I tell you that, at $8 a pop.
But that's even gone up too, though. Like I've been to Outback, and the portions have changed, and the prices have gone up. So you can go there, and it's lower, but it's still high too. Like Texas Roadhouse. Have you been to Texas Roadhouse? I was looking at some of the prices too. Like that stuff isn't cheap. Now, so Indifferent says the standards are all messed up due to Instagram. Now, I agree, because we all want to feel like we competing with celebrities. You want to compete with a millionaire, and you don't make that much money, but you still want to do what they want to do. You want to buy what they want to buy. We can't do it. It's no way to keep up with. How am I gonna keep up with LeBron James? Me and him going to the same restaurant. Why?
I remember when I was 20, maybe 20 years old, a girl couldn't pull out her phone. We went on a date. I know you can't do that now, can you?
Right.
Just spent $100 last night for me and my girl. Could have made everything for $150. Now, see, hey, the young guy in here, so indifferent. Now, if that's your main girl, she doing right. It's okay, you know. But guys these days be having 3 girls,
right?
And the girls be playing you to get something to eat,
and not just get something to eat. They want to get the moment. They want to be able to take a picture of it so they can post it on their social media. And they don't really care about you that much. They may care about you some, but you're providing a service for them. So it may be y'all on a date, but it's not really about love or making a connection.
Yeah. So when you said it's my girl, that's fine, man. That's your girl. She doing things you probably like to get that $100 back.
But I get what he's saying though, because like I said, you want to go the smart route and cook at home or do something like that, and you saving money. But that. But
ain't the smart route. You now, Brandon. You know good or well, some girls you got to take them somewhere.
You do. You
be
do.
Nice.
You do. So let me ask you this. So out of a month, how many times should you go out, and how many times should you be cooking in? Should you be cooking in? Well, what percentage? You should be cooking in what? 80%, ordering out maybe 10%, or going out 10% too?
All right, I do this back in my 20s. I'm in my 30s now, so it's different. back in my 20s, twice a month or one time a month.
Okay.
And when I'm talking about we watching movies, we went to $1.50 movie.
Right.
we went to the $1.50 movie. So I say at least once a pay period, or at least twice a month. Well, at least one or 2 times a month. You know,
and that's feasible, because like I say, it's expensive going out.
You're right. And I want these guys to get some power, man. Now, Brandon, if you saved $150 a week for every week for 1 year, that's $7,800, Brandon. Is that a lot of money?
That's a lot of money. Mm-hmm.
But you could do that while you don't have no kids out of wedlock. You could do that if you ain't spending all your money just trying to fly wherever.
Right.
You know, but you have to put back something. Like,
I think the biggest takeaway is save now, so later, if you want to flex or you want to buy this stuff, do it later. Just put it off. Say, I'm gonna buy this stuff, but I'm gonna do it later. I'm gonna wait a year or 2 years, and be patient. Like I said, if you buy it now, you're gonna buy it. You're gonna have it. It's not gonna mean much. It's always like that when you want to buy something. But just be like, you know what? I'm gonna show discipline. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna put it off. I'm gonna focus on something else. and I'm gonna just save. I'm gonna see if I can save this money and do something else with it later. And you have, like I said, you have 10, 12, in a year, you have 12 times the amount you was going to spend on the Jordans and be able to do something really impactful with the money.
You can. You could you could save for a house.
Right.
You could invest in something. I'm not even talking about stocks. You may invest in some equipment. You may become a yard service.
Right.
You may invest in some training. You may become a plumber or electrician.
Right.
You may invest in some training to improve yourself in a corporate world, which I don't like, because you can't be yourself, Brandon. I can't be me in the corporate world, Brandon. Well, I can't be me.
You can, but you have to be a different version.
Yeah, I gotta be a different version. And right now, my age, I don't take no loud. You bet a man better not raise his voice at me. You know, that's all I'm saying. He better not. Now, Brandon,